So welcome back to this session of the Hindu newspaper analysis for UPSC. Today we will discuss mainly four issues. The first issue is related to universal basic income. Second issue is related to surrogacy law in India. And third issue is related to government initiatives towards a hunger-free India. Fourth issue is related to World Population Report 2025. So let's discuss all the issues in detail. What is universal basic income? In this lecture, we will discuss if India needs a universal basic income. We will also discuss pros, cons, feasibility, and alternatives of universal basic income. Lecture is important for prelims and for mains. Due to jobless growth, several countries have muted to idea of a universal basic income. जॉबलेस ग्रोथ की वजह से वर्ल्ड के बहुत सारे कंट्रीज ने यूनिवर्सल बेसिक इनकम को फॉलो किया है. जॉबलेस ग्रोथ इज द राइज इन आउटपुट एंड लेबर प्रोडक्टिविटी विदाउट द कमेंसुरेट ग्रोथ इन द एम्प्लॉयमेंट जर्नीज. जॉबलेस ग्रोथ एक ऐसी ग्रोथ होती है जिसमें आउटपुट एंड लेबर प्रोडक्टिविटी तो इंक्रीज होती है, बट एम्प्लॉयमेंट जनरेशन में उतना ग्रोथ नहीं हो पाता है जितना होना चाहिए. The idea has gained traction, especially since the International Labour Organization's World Employment and Social Outlook show the decrease in job growth and the increase in inequality due to surge in automation and the use of artificial intelligence. Among the several suggestions on the ways to address this is a UBI, Universal Basic Income. What is Universal Basic Income? UBI. Universal Basic Income is a social welfare proposal in which all the beneficiaries regularly receive a guaranteed income in the form of unconditional transfer payment. यूनिवर्सल बेसिक इनकम एक सोशल वेलफेयर प्रपोजल है जिसमें बेनिफिशियरीज को रेगुलरली कुछ इनकम की गारंटी गिवन की जाती है इन द फॉर्म ऑफ अनकंडीशनल ट्रांसफर पेमेंट. Its goal is to alleviate poverty and to solve the problem of a decrease in job growth and the increase in inequality. Countries which have a universal basic income. Currently, no country has a full nationwide universal basic income, but several have implemented pilot program or partial systems. Examples of countries with pilot or partial systems include Iran, Kenya, and US. Some nations like Mongolia have had partial UBI programs in the past. What are the merits of universal basic income? Number one, it helps in poverty alleviation. यूनिवर्सल बेसिक इनकम के थ्रू पॉवर्टी एलिविएशन को प्रमोट किया जा सकता है. इट रिड्यूसेस पॉवर्टी एंड इनकम इनइक्वालिटी बाय प्रोवाइडिंग अ मिनिमम इनकम फॉर एवरीवन, स्पेशली द मोस्ट वल्नरेबल एंड मार्जिनलाइज्ड ग्रुप्स. It can also help people afford basic needs such as food, health, education, and housing. Number two, simplified welfare system. It can streamline the existing welfare system by replacing various targeted social assistance programs. This reduces administrative cost and eliminates the complexity associated with eligibility requirement and benefit cliffs. Number three, a health benefit. It improves physical and mental health by reducing stress, anxiety, and depression associated with poverty and financial insecurity. It can also enable people to access better health care, sanitation, and nutrition. Number four, it helps in enhancing individual freedom. It provides individual financial security and greater freedom to make choices about their work, education, and personal lives. Number five, economic benefit. Injured money directly into the hands of individuals, stimulating consumer spending and driving economic growth. It can boost local businesses, create demand for goods and services, and generate employment opportunities. Universal basic income can empower people to pursue entrepreneurship, take risks, and engage in creative or socially beneficial activities that may not be economically viable otherwise. What are demerits of universal basic income? Number one, cost and fiscal sustainability. It is very expensive and would require spending cuts, higher taxes, or debt to finance it. Universal basic income could also create inflation, distort the labor market, and reduce economic growth. Number two, contribute to inflationary pressure. Universal basic income could contribute to inflationary pressure. If everyone receive a fixed amount of money, it may drive up prices for goods and services. Number three, creates culture of dependency. It decreases motivation to work and reduce productivity and efficiency. It could also create a culture of dependency, entitlement, and laziness. Universal basic income could also discourage people from acquiring skill. education, and training. Number four, demotivation for personal and professional growth. Universal basic income may create a reliance on government support, and there is a risk that some individuals might become dependent on the basic income, leading to reduced motivation for personal and professional growth. Other alternatives of universal basic income. Number one, direct benefit transfer (DBT). DBT is a scheme that transfers subsidies or cash directly to the bank accounts of the beneficiaries instead of intermediaries. DBT aims to improve the transparency, efficiency, and accountability of welfare delivery, as well as to reduce leakage and corruption. Schemes like PM Kisana, Pradhan Mantri Jan Dhan Yojana, etc. are fine examples of success of DBT. Number two, conditional cash transfer (CCT). CCT is a scheme that provides cash to poor households on the condition that they fulfill certain requirements, such as sending their children to school, immunizing them, or attending health checkups. It aims to improve the human capital and long-term outcomes of the poor, as well as to incentivize behavioral change. Number three, employment guarantee scheme. India already has this type scheme as Manrega. Such schemes provide a large guarantee of employment to rural households for a certain number of days in a year. Expanding and strengthening such programs can ensure that individuals have access to job opportunities and can earn a livelihood. Number four, universal basic services. Instead of focusing on providing a universal basic income, India can prioritize the provision of essential services such as healthcare, education, clean water, and sanitation. By ensuring access to these services for all citizens, the government can improve the overall standard of living and reduce inequality. Number five, other income support scheme. Other income support scheme provide cash or in-kind assistance to a specific group of people who are in need, such as women, farmers, elderly, disabled, etc. These schemes aims to address the specific vulnerabilities and challenge faced by this group as well as to promote their empowerment and inclusion. Wealth inequality and happiness of Indian people. Wealth inequality. According to World Inequality Database, top 1% of population own 40% of the national wealth, while the top 10% control nearly 77%. World Happiness Report. India's rank is 126 out of 137 countries in the 2023 World Happiness Report, behind Nepal, Bangladesh, and Pakistan. GDP-centric growth in India, rising precarity, job insecurity, and social stress. Some issues related to universal basic income funding in India. Legitimate concern. Despite its promise, a universal basic income raised legitimate concern. A minimal universal basic income of rupees 7,620 a person a year, equivalent the poverty line, would cost around 5% of India's GDP. Funding such an initiative would require either raising taxes, rationalizing subsidies, or encouraging borrowing, each of which has its economic implications. UBI's universality could dilute its redistributive intent by allocating resources to affluent sections alongside the poor. UBI in phases. Vulnerable group, women and elderly persons with disabilities and low-income workers could be prioritized in phases. A UBI could also complement rather than replace essential schemes such as PDS and the Manrega, particularly in the early stages. Technological access challenge. While Aadhaar and Jan Dhan have expanded financial inclusion, gaps remain in digital literacy, mobile access, and bank connectivity, particularly in tribal, remote, and undeserved areas. These gaps must be closed to prevent exclusion from a scheme such as UBI. As the Indian state seeks to modernize its welfare architecture, a universal basic income deserves a central place in the conversations. In this lecture, we will discuss about surrogacy law in India. We will also discuss about Surrogacy Regulation Act 2021. Why in news? The Supreme Court has agreed to examine whether a law banning married couples facing secondary fertility from using surrogacy to have a second child violate the reproductive choices of citizens. इंडिया में मैरिड कपल्स जो सेकंड टाइम इनफर्टिलिटी फेस कर रहे हैं वो सेकंड चाइल्ड सरोगेसी के थ्रू अडॉप्ट नहीं कर सकते सुप्रीम कोर्ट इस पर एग्जामिन कर रहा है कि क्या ये प्रोविजन सिटीजन्स की रिप्रोडक्टिव चॉइस का वायलेशन है। द प्रोविजन इज दैट intending couple having any surviving child biologically or through adoption or through surrogacy earlier cannot avail surrogacy procedure for a second child। इंडिया में सरोगेसी एक्ट के अंदर प्रोविजन किया गया है कि कोई भी कपल जिसका पहले से ही बायोलॉजिकली चाइल्ड है या फिर कोई चाइल्ड उन्होंने एडॉप्ट कर रखा है या फिर पहले से ही सरोगेसी के थ्रू उनके पास कोई चाइल्ड है, देन इस टाइप के कपल सेकंड चाइल्ड सरोगेसी प्रोसीजर के थ्रू अवेल नहीं कर सकते। व्हाट इज सरोगेसी? सरोगेसी इज एन अरेंजमेंट इन विच अ वुमन एग्री टू कैरी एंड गिव बर्थ टू अ चाइल्ड ऑन बिहाफ ऑफ अनदर पर्सन और कपल। सरोगेसी एक अरेंजमेंट है जिसमें कोई वुमेन अनदर पर्सन और कपल के बिहाफ में किसी चिल्ड्रन को बर्थ गिवन करने के लिए एग्री हो जाती है। A surrogate, it is a woman who conceive, carries and give birth to a child for another person or couple। सरोगेट वो वुमेन होती है जो किसी अनदर पर्सन और कपल के लिए बेबी को बर्थ गिविंग करती है, कंसीव करती है, कैरी करती है। समटाइम्स ऑल्सो कॉल्ड अ गेस्टेशनल कैरियर। Altruistic surrogacy, it involves no monetary compensation to the surrogate mother other than the medical expenses and insurance coverage during the pregnancy। सरोगेसी टू टाइप की होती है, एल्थ्रुइस्टिक सरोगेसी एंड कॉमर्शियल सरोगेसी। एल्थ्रुइस्टिक सरोगेसी के अंदर बेबी को बर्थ गिवन करने के बदले किसी टाइप का मॉनेटरी कंपेंसेशन गिवन नहीं किया जाता है, बट मेडिकल एक्सपेंस एंड इंश्योरेंस कवरेज इसमें गिवन किया जाता है वुमेन को। कॉमर्शियल सरोगेसी, commercial surrogacy includes surrogacy or its related procedures undertaken for a monetary benefit or reward exceeding the basic medical expenses and insurance coverage। कॉमर्शियल सरोगेसी के अंदर सरोगेसी और उससे रिलेटेड प्रोसीजर इसमें इंक्लूड होते हैं और इसमें बेबी को बर्थ गिविंग करने वाली वुमेन को मॉनेटरी बेनिफिट गिवन किए जाते हैं। साथ ही इसमें मेडिकल एक्सपेंस एंड इंश्योरेंस कवरेज इंक्लूड होता है। What is the Surrogacy Regulation Act 2021? Provisions. Under the Surrogacy Act 2021, a woman who is a widow or a divorced between the age of 35 to 45 years or a couple defined as a legally married woman and man can avail a surrogacy if they have a medical problem। इंडिया में कोई भी वुमेन जो कि विडो है या डाइवोर्स्ड वुमेन है जिसका एज 35 टू 45 ईयर्स के बिटवीन है या फिर कोई भी कपल जिसको फर्टिलिटी रिलेटेड प्रॉब्लम है, वो सरोगेसी अवेल कर सकते हैं। कपल शैल बी लीगली मैरिड इंडियन मैन और वुमन एंड men shall be between the age of 26 to 55 years and the woman shall be between the age of 25 to 50 years and shall not have any previous biological, adopted or surrogate child। Surrogacy Regulation Act 2021 also ban commercial surrogacy, which is punishable with a jail term of 10 years and a fine of up to rupees 10 lakh। इंडिया में कॉमर्शियल सरोगेसी को बैन किया गया है। कॉमर्शियल सरोगेसी का कोई केस अगर मिलता है इंडिया के अंदर तो इसके लिए 10 इयर्स का टर्म एंड 10 लाख रुपीस तक का फाइन इसमें प्रोविजन किया गया है। द लॉ अलाउ ओनली altruistic surrogacy where no money exchanged, where a surrogate mother is genetically related to those seeking a child। What are the challenges before Surrogacy Act 2021? Removing the woman's autonomy to make their own reproductive decisions. The banning of commercial surrogacy moved from the right-based approach to a need-based approach, thus removing the woman's autonomy to make their own reproductive decision and right to parenthood। इंडिया में कॉमर्शियल सरोगेसी को बैन किया गया है। ये राइट बेस्ड अप्रोच से नीड बेस्ड अप्रोच की तरफ एक मूवमेंट है। राइट ऑफ द वुमेन टू रिप्रोड्यूस अंडर आर्टिकल 21। आर्टिकल 21 के अंडर वुमेन को रिप्रोड्यूस करने का राइट मिला हुआ है। सरोगेसी एक्ट डायरेक्टली अफेक्टिंग द फंडामेंटल राइट ऑफ द वुमेन टू रिप्रोड्यूस अंडर आर्टिकल 21 ऑफ द कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन। Emotional complications. In altruistic surrogacy, a friend or relative as a surrogate mother may lead to emotional complications not only for the intending parents but also for the surrogate child। Limited relatives will be ready to undergo surrogacy। Altruistic surrogacy also limit the option of the intending couple in choosing a surrogate mother as very limited relatives will be ready to undergo the process। No third party involvement। In an altruistic surrogacy, there is no third party involvement. A third party involvement ensures that the intended couple will bear and support the medical and other miscellaneous expenses during the surrogacy process. Overall, a third party helps both the intended couple and the surrogate mother to mediate the complex process, which may not be possible in the case of altruistic surrogacy, who are excluded from availing surrogacy services. There is exclusion of unmarried women, single men, live-in partner, and same-sex couple from availing surrogacy services. This is a discrimination based on marital status, gender, and sexual orientation, and denies them to right to form a family of their choice. India banned the use of donor gametes. A government notification in March 2023 amended the law banning the use of donor gametes. इंडिया में डोनर गैमेट्स के यूज को बैन किया गया है. It said intending couple must use their own gametes for surrogacy. इंटेंडिंग कपल ही अपने गैमेट्स को सरोगेसी के लिए यूज कर सकते हैं इंडिया में. In this lecture, we will discuss about government initiatives towards a hunger-free India and ensuring food security for all. What are challenges in hunger reduction? Lecture is important for GS paper 2, GS paper 3, for prelims and for mains. Why in news? Every year on 16th October, World Food Day is celebrated, which highlights the significance of a hunger-free world with the universal right to food. Every year 16th October को वर्ल्ड फूड डे के तौर पर सेलिब्रेट किया जाता है. इस दिन हंगर फ्री वर्ल्ड के सिग्निफिकेंस को हाईलाइट किया जाता है. Ending hunger, food insecurity, and any form of malnutrition is one of the sustainable development goals set to be realized by 2030. Uh, Ending hunger, food insecurity, and any form and malnutrition ये सस्टेनेबल डेवलपमेंट गोल के अंदर इसको इंक्लूड किया गया है, जिन्हें 2030 तक रियलाइज किया जाना है. What is the current status of food security and hunger in India? Food security. As per the International Food Security Assessment 2022-2023, about 333.5 million people in India were food insecure in 2022. इंटरनेशनल फूड सिक्योरिटी असेसमेंट 2022 के अकॉर्डिंग 2022 में इंडिया के अंदर अबाउट 333.5 मिलियन पीपल ऐसे थे जो फूड इनसिक्योर थे. 63.3% of rural population could not afford the cost of a required diet even with 100% of income spent on food. इंडिया के अबाउट 63.3% रूरल पॉपुलेशन ऐसी है जो रिक्वायर्ड फूड रिक्वायर्ड डाइट का कॉस्ट अफोर्ड नहीं कर पा रही है. हंगर इन इंडिया 3.2% of the population is not getting a minimum of 60 meals per month. इंडिया के अबाउट 3.2% पॉपुलेशन है जिन्हें पर मंथ 60 मील्स नहीं मिल पा रही हैं. ग्लोबल हंगर इंडेक्स 2025 इंडिया रैंक 105th out of 127 country, placing it in the serious category for hunger level. ग्लोबल हंगर इंडेक्स 2025 में इंडिया का रैंक 105th रहा है, जो कि सीरियस कैटेगरी है. In Global Hunger Index 2023, India was ranked 111th out of 125 countries below Pakistan and Sudan. ग्लोबल हंगर इंडेक्स 2023 में इंडिया का रैंक 111 रहा, जो कि पाकिस्तान एंड सूडान से भी बिलो है. ग्लोबल अंडर नरिशमेंट डाटा. Global hunger assessment show a continuing lack of progress towards the goal of zero hunger. The global undernourishment has risen to 9.4% or 757 million people as of 2023. 2023 के अकॉर्डिंग ग्लोबल अंडरनरिशमेंट 9.4% तक राइज हुआ है. इट इज हाईएस्ट इन द अफ्रीकन रीजन विद 20.4% फेसिंग हंगर, 8.1% in Asia, 6.2% in Latin America and Caribbean, 7.3% in Oceania. In total count, Asia is the home to the largest who are hungry, 384.5 million, as compared with 298.4 million in Africa. What are the government initiatives related to food security and elimination of hunger? Initiatives related to food security. Essential Commodities Act of 1955, National Food Security Act of 2013, नेशनल फूड सिक्योरिटी मिशन, नेशनल फूड प्रोसेसिंग मिशन, प्रधानमंत्री फसल बीमा योजना, National Horticulture Mission, National Agriculture Market Platform, 2023 as the International Year of Millets, Mega Food Park Scheme, initiative related to hunger, Eat Right India Movement, Poshan Abhiyan, Midday Meal Scheme, Poshan Tracker App, Pradhan Mantri Matru Vandan Yojana, Food Fortification, Integrated Child Development Services Scheme, India journey toward food security. India has made significant strides in food security over the past 60 years. Number one, became food deficient nation to food surplus country. इंडिया कभी फूड डेफिशिएंट कंट्री हुआ करता था, अब ये फूड सरप्लस कंट्री बन चुका है. Once India was a food deficient nation, it has transformed now into a food surplus country. It became possible due to green revolution, effective policies, and improved supply chain. Number two, National Food Security Act of 2013. National Food Security Act of 2013 play a crucial role in India's food security, which provides food entitlement to over 800 million citizens. Number three, distribution of fortified rice from July 2024 to December 2028. It reflecting India's commitment to improving nutrition and food security. Number four, the effective collaboration between national policies and state initiatives play an important role in country's food security framework. Number five, Pradhan Mantri Poshan Shakti Nirman PM Poshan School Feeding Scheme launched in 2021, and the integrated child development services are now focusing on nutrition and long-term improvement in child development and public health. Why has food security in India not translated into reduction hunger? Number one, insufficient public distribution system. इंडिया में फूड सिक्योरिटी रिडक्शन हंगर को रिड्यूस क्यों नहीं कर पाया, इसके वेरियस रीजंस हैं, सच एज insufficient public distribution system. Despite improvements, India's PDS still face challenges to reaching all real beneficiaries. Leakage, corruption, and exclusion error persist. As per 2022 report, more than 90 million eligible people have been excluded from legal entitlements under the targeted public distribution system. Number two, income inequality and poverty. While India has made strides in poverty reduction, 24.82 crore Indians escape multidimensional poverty in last 9 years, but income disparities persist, affecting food access. According to the World Inequality Report 2022, India is a home. India is among the most unequal countries in the world, with the top 1% of the population holding 22% of total national income, top 10% holding 57% national income. Number three, nutritional challenges and dietary diversity. Food security in India often focuses on calorie sufficiency rather than nutritional quality. India faces a triple burden of malnutrition, undernutrition, micronutrient deficiencies, and obesity. Data from the National Family Health Survey 5 show that 35.5% of children under 5 years is stunted, indicating long-term nutritional deficiencies linked to poverty and inequality. The Household Consumption Expenditure Survey 2023 indicate that the average per capita daily calorie intake in rural India is 1,564 calorie for the poorest 5% compared to the required 2,172 calorie. In urban area, the intake is 1,607 calorie against a requirement of 2,135 calorie. The government has initiated program like Poshan Abhiyan to address malnutrition, but progress is slow. Number four, urbanization and changing food systems. Rapid urbanization in India is transforming food systems and consumption pattern. Outdoor food culture poses unique challenges in assessing nutritious food. A 2022 study found that 51% of urban slum households in Delhi experience food insecurity. In response, the government expanded the Pradhan Mantri Garib Kalyan Anna Yojana to provide free food grains, but challenges in urban food distribution is and nutrition persist. Number five, gender disparity in food access. Persistent gender inequalities contribute to food insecurity and malnutrition in India. Women often eat last and least in household, leading to poor nutritional outcome. The prevalence of anemia, as per the National Family Health Survey 5, is 57.0% in women. Number six, inadequate focus on non-staple foods. India's food security policies have traditionally focused on cereals, particularly wheat and rice. This approach overlooks the importance of diverse, nutrient-rich foods. Number seven, post-harvest losses and food waste. Significant food losses due to lack of storage, transportation, and processing infrastructure. It is estimated that nearly 30 to 40% of fruit and vegetables in India turn waste due to lack of proper cold storage facilities. To address this, the government launched the Agriculture Infrastructure Fund, numbered limited access to clean water and sanitation. Food and nutrition security is closely linked to water, sanitation, and hygiene. It means wash conditions. Poor wash can lead to malabsorption of nutrients and frequent illness, undermining food security efforts. While India has made progress through the Swachh Bharat mission, but challenges persist. Still, over 163 million people in India lack access to clean water, and 21% of country's communicable diseases are caused by unsafe water. How can India simultaneously achieve food security and reduce hunger? इंडिया simultaneously फूड सिक्योरिटी कैसे अचीव कर सकता है एंड हंगर को कैसे रिड्यूस कर सकता है? नंबर वन, नीड टू स्ट्रेंथन एंड डाइवर्सिफाई द पीडीएस. Expand the PDS to include a wider variety of nutritious food beyond cereals such as pulses, millets, and fortified food. Implement technology-driven solutions to reduce leakage and improper targeting. Improve targeting. Need to strengthen a one nation, one ration card scheme to ensure food access for migrant workers. Number two, invest in climate resilient agriculture. Scale up programs promoting drought resistance crop variety, strengthen irrigation system, and sustainable farming practices. Need to expand the coverage of crop insurance scheme like Pradhan Mantri Fasal Bima Yojana to protect farmers against climate shock. Invest in research and development of climate adaptive agriculture technologies. Number three, enhance nutrition education and behavior change. Launch comprehensive nutrition education campaigns targeting sections such as school children, pregnant women. Integrate nutrition education into school curricula and Anganwadi services. For example, the Poshan Abhiyan's Jan Andolan approach has shown efforts is raising nutritional awareness. Number four, strengthen urban food security measures. Develop targeted food security program for urban poor, including community kitchens, urban agriculture initiatives, and food bank. Improve the mapping and identification of vulnerable urban populations. Number five, promote dietary diversification and indigenous foods. Incentivize the production and consumption of locally grown nutrient-rich crops like millets, pulses, and indigenous vegetables. Launch awareness campaign promoting the nutritional benefit of traditional food. The government proposed declaration of 2023 as the International Year of Millets is a step in this direction. Number six, empower women in agriculture and nutrition. Implement policies to increase women's land ownership and access to agriculture input. Strengthen women's self-help group and their role in local food systems. For example, the Mahila Kisan Sashaktikarana Pariyojana has shown success in empowering women and farmers. Number seven, improve post-harvest management and reduce food waste. Invest storage facilities, cold chain, and food processing units. Number and enhance social protection for informal workers. Expand social security measures for informal workers. Implement urban employment guarantee scheme. Number 9. Leverage technology for better targeting and monitoring. Implement AI and big data analytics for real-time monitoring of food security. Use satellite imagery and remote sensing for crop yield predictions and climate risk assessment. Develop user-friendly mobile app for beneficiaries to access entitlement and provide feedback. For example, the Mera Ration mobile app has improved PDS accessibility. Nutritional security in India. What is nutritional security? Nutritional security means physical, economic, and social access to balanced diet, clean drinking water, safe environment, and healthcare for every individual. न्यूट्रिशन सिक्योरिटी किसी भी इंडिविजुअल की फिजिकल, इकोनॉमिक एंड सोशल एक्सेस जब बैलेंस डाइट, क्लीन ड्रिंकिंग वाटर, सेफ इन्वायरमेंट तक होती है, देन इट इज नोन एज न्यूट्रिशनल सिक्योरिटी. व्हाट इज द स्टेटस ऑफ न्यूट्रिशनल इनसिक्योरिटी इन इंडिया? इंडिया में न्यूट्रिशनल इनसिक्योरिटी का क्या स्टेटस है? अकॉर्डिंग टू द नेशनल सैंपल सर्वे ऑफिस हाउस होल्ड कंजप्शन एक्सपेंडिचर सर्वे 2022-23, the average daily per capita calorie requirement for a healthy life is 2172 calorie in rural India and 2135 calorie in urban India. नेशनल सैंपल सर्वे ऑफिस के हाउस होल्ड कंजप्शन एक्सपेंडिचर सर्वे 2022 के अकॉर्डिंग रूरल इंडिया में एवरी पर्सन को हेल्दी रहने के लिए पर डे 2172 कैलोरी एंड अर्बन एरिया के पर्सन के लिए 2135 कैलोरी की रिक्वायरमेंट होती है। The poorest 5% of the population fall very behind of these requirements. Average daily calorie intake in rural India is 1564 calorie compared to the required 2172 calorie. In urban area, the intake is 1607 calorie against a requirement of 2135 calorie. रूरल एरियाज में जो पुअरेस्ट 5% लोग हैं और अर्बन एरिया के जो पुअरेस्ट 5% लोग हैं, रूरल एरियाज में जिन्हें 2172 कैलोरी मिलना चाहिए, वहीं इन्हें 1564 कैलोरी गेन कर पा रहे हैं। अर्बन एरियाज में ओनली 1607 कैलोरी गेन कर पा रहे हैं। The high nutritional deficiency among the poorest segment of society highlight the urgent need for targeted nutritional schemes. What are latest findings of National Family NHF National Family Health Survey 5 regarding malnutrition? malnutrition का रिगार्डिंग नेशनल फैमिली हेल्थ सर्वे 5 का क्या फाइंडिंग्स है? मोर देन हाफ, इट मीन्स अबाउट 57% ऑफ द इंडियन वुमेन बिटवीन 15 to 49 एज ग्रुप आर एनीमिक. द प्रिवलेंस ऑफ स्टंटिंग अमंग चिल्ड्रन अंडर 5 ईयर इज 35.5%. द प्रिवलेंस ऑफ वास्टिंग among children under 5 years is 19.3%. The proportion of underweight children in India is 32.1%. Stunting means low height for age. Wasting means low weight for height. What are the reasons for the lack of nutritional security in India? इंडिया में न्यूट्रिशनल सिक्योरिटी का लैक के क्या क्या रीजन है? नंबर, अफोर्डेबिलिटी इश्यूज फॉर द पुअर हाउस होल्ड. Affordability of nutritious food products such as protein-rich diet, green leafy vegetables has become very difficult for the poor household in India. The increasing wealth inequality has also exacerbated nutritional insecurity, as top 10% of Indians holding 57% of national income. Number two, more focus on stable crops. Agriculture policies in India, like Green Revolution, have prioritized the production of staple crops as rice and wheat, but not focus on nutrient-rich crops. It has led to micronutrient deficiencies among the population. Number three, calories fundamentalism. The focus of PDS has been limited to only food security and calorie requirement. Nutritional development has not been taken into account. Number four, lack of effective implementation of child care practices. Child caring practices such as breastfeeding and introduction of complementary food and diversified diet after the first 6 months are not properly implemented. For example, only 55% of children in India were exclusively breastfed in 2015-16. Number 5, growth of junk food and fast food culture. Cheaper and easily available fast and junk food has replaced the nutritious food in the dietary intake of Indian population. For example, as per recent household consumption survey, Indians are spending less on cereals and pulses and more on beverages, refreshments, and processed food. Number 6, increased income and urbanization. Increased income level of people have led to a rise in the consumption of food high in sugar, fat, and low physical activity. Number 7, feminine marginalization of nutrition. The nutrition requirement of young female in poor and lower middle income household are not prioritized. This led to malnourished female population and their children. For example, large prevalence of anemia due to inadequate focus on iron deficiency in female diet. What are the negative effects of malnutrition? Malnutrition के negative effects क्या क्या हो सकते हैं? Number one, child death. According to a Lancet study in 2019, about 68% of 1.04 million deaths of children under 5 years in India were due to malnutrition. 2019 की एक Lancet study के according 2019 में 5 ईयर्स तक के 1.04 मिलियन डेथ में से 68% जो डेथ हुई हैं वो मेल की वजह से हुई हैं। नंबर टू, improper development of children in early years. Obesity in children cause to stunted physical development. इंडिया में चिल्ड्रन का जो अर्ली ईयर्स होते हैं इम्प्रॉपर डेवलपमेंट होता है। नंबर थ्री, साइकोसोशल इम्पैक्ट. Malnourished people face psychosocial challenges like body image issues and mental health concerns due to societal stigmas. Number four, economic burden. Malnutrition increase the economic burden due to productivity loss of body, which lead to decreased work efficiency and absenteeism. Number five, social inequality and disparity. Malnutrition and undernutrition continue the cycle of health challenges and economic disadvantage among the vulnerable sections, increase socio-economic disparity. Mostly women are disproportionately affected by the malnutrition, facing challenges related to maternal health, reproductive health, and overall well-being. What initiatives have been undertaken to provide for nutritional security in India? इंडिया में न्यूट्रिशनल सिक्योरिटी प्रोवाइड करने के लिए क्या क्या इनिशिएटिव्स टेकिंग किए गए गवर्नमेंट के द्वारा? नंबर वन, नेशनल न्यूट्रिशन मिशन, NNM. NNM, also known as Poshan Abhiyan, has been launched to reduce stunting, underweight, and low birth weight each by 2% per annum. It also aimed to reduce anemia among children, adolescents, girls, and women each by 3% per annum by 2022. Number two, National Nutrition Strategy 2017. It aimed to reduce the prevalence of underweight children 0 to 3 years by 3% every year by 2022 from National Family Health Survey 2015. Number three, Integrated Child Development Services. ICDS provide a nutritional meal, primary health care, immunization, preschool education, health checkup services to children under 6 years and their mothers. Number four, National Breastfeeding Promotion Program. Program like Ma means Mother's Absolute Affection, and Vatsalya Matri Amrit Kosh aim to improve breastfeeding practices. Number five, midday meal scheme. It aims to provide a cooked meal to every child within the age group of 6 to 14 years studying in class 1 to 8 who enroll and attend the school. This is PYQ related to this article. In this session, we will discuss about State of World Population Report 2025. India's fertility rate fall to 1.9 below replacement level for the first time. Lecture is important for GS paper 1, GS paper 2, for prelims and for mains. Why news? Recently, the United Nations Population Fund has released the State of World Population Report 2025, which stated that India's population has hit 146.39 crore. Recently, United Nations Population Fund के द्वारा स्टेट ऑफ वर्ल्ड पॉपुलेशन रिपोर्ट 2025 रिलीज किया गया है, जिसके अंदर इंडिया की पॉपुलेशन 146.39 करोड़ स्टेट की गई है. The state of world population is published annually, which covers and analyzes development and trend in world population and demographics. स्टेट ऑफ वर्ल्ड पॉपुलेशन एनुअली पब्लिश की जाती है, जिसके अंदर वर्ल्ड पॉपुलेशन एंड डेमोग्राफिक्स में होने वाले डेवलपमेंट एंड ट्रेंड्स को कवर किया जाता है, एनालाइज किया जाता है. रिपोर्ट शेडिंग अ लाइट ऑन स्पेसिफिक रीजन्स, कंट्रीज एंड पॉपुलेशन ग्रुप एंड द यूनिक चैलेंजेस दे फेस. दिस इज ग्राफिकल रिप्रेजेंटेशन ऑफ टोटल फर्टिलिटी रेट पर वुमेन. हम देख सकते हैं कि अफगानिस्तान के अंदर टोटल फर्टिलिटी रेट 4.7 है, पाकिस्तान 3.9 है, बांग्लादेश 2.1, इंडिया 1.9, नेपाल 1.9, श्रीलंका 1.9, भूटान 1.4, चाइना 1. What are the key highlights of the report? Population estimation. India's population is estimated to have reached 146.39 crore. India's youth population remains significant, with about 24% of population in the age bracket 0 to 14, 17% in the age bracket of 10 to 19, 26% in the age group of 10 to 24. 68% of the population in India is of working age 15 to 64 years. It means इंडिया में वर्किंग एज पॉपुलेशन 68% है. वर्किंग एज पॉपुलेशन 15 ईयर से 64 ईयर के जितने भी इंडिया में पॉपुलेशन है उसको यहाँ पर काउंट किया जाता है. फर्टिलिटी रेट. कंट्रीज टोटल फर्टिलिटी हैज डिक्लाइन टू 1.9, फॉलिंग बिलो द रिप्लेसमेंट लेवल ऑफ 2.1. पॉपुलेशन का जो रिप्लेसमेंट लेवल होता है वो 2.1 होता है, जबकि इंडिया का फर्टिलिटी रेट काफी डिक्लाइन हुआ है और ये प्रेजेंट में 1.9 है. Total fertility rate measures the number of children a woman is expected to have throughout her reproductive age. Life expectancy. The average life expectancy for an Indian male is projected as 71 year and 74 year for female. It means इंडिया में लाइफ एक्सपेक्टेंसी मेल के लिए 71 ईयर है, फीमेल के लिए 74 ईयर है। फीमेल का लाइफ एक्सपेक्टेंसी यहाँ पर मेल के कंपेयर में ज़्यादा है। एल्डरली पॉपुलेशन 65 एंड ओल्डर करंटली एट 7%। इट मीन्स इंडिया के टोटल पॉपुलेशन में एल्डरली पॉपुलेशन का परसेंटेज ओनली 7% है। स्लोइंग पॉपुलेशन, द पॉपुलेशन इज एक्सपेक्टेड टू grow to 170 crore before starting to dip in about 40 years। 40 ईयर्स के बाद पॉपुलेशन इंडिया का इसमें डिप होना शुरू हो जाएगा, बट ये 170 करोड़ तक कंटिन्यू इंक्रीज होगी। रिप्लेसमेंट लेवल टोटल फर्टिलिटी रेट, रिप्लेसमेंट लेवल टोटल फर्टिलिटी इज द रेट नीडेड फॉर ईच जनरेशन टू रिप्लेस द प्रीवियस जनरेशन पॉपुलेशन। रिप्लेसमेंट लेवल टोटल फर्टिलिटी रेट क्या होता है? किसी भी एक जनरेशन को रिप्लेस करने के लिए, इट मीन्स प्रीवियस जनरेशन की पॉपुलेशन को रिप्लेस करने के लिए अ, जो न्यू जनरेशन चाहिए वो रिप्लेसमेंट लेवल टोटल फर्टिलिटी रेट होता है। व्हाट इज UNFPA? UNFPA is a subsidiary organ of the UN General Assembly and work as a sexual and reproductive health agency. The UN Economic and Social Council established its mandate establishment established as a trust fund in 1967 and began operations in 1969. In 1987, it was officially renamed the United Nations Population Fund. Original abbreviation UNFPA for the United Nations Fund for Population Activity was written. Objective: UNFPA work directly to tackle sustainable development goals on health, education, gender equality। हेल्थ के लिए सस्टेनेबल डेवलपमेंट गोल 3 है, एजुकेशन के लिए सस्टेनेबल डेवलपमेंट गोल 4 है, जेंडर इक्वालिटी के लिए सस्टेनेबल डेवलपमेंट गोल 5 प्रोविजन किया गया है। फंड: UNFPA is not supported by UN budget, entirely supported by voluntary contributions of the donor government, intergovernmental organizations, the private sector, foundations, and individuals. This is PYQ related to this article. So thanks for watching this video.